Ashley Williams, it's been a while. It's been just over 2 years since Sgorio last caught up with you. We were in Stockport. That was actually one of my first official interviews for Sgorio. So how have you been? Have you had a good 2 years?
Good, yeah. It's gone fast. I don't feel like 2 years ago.
Whenever I turn on my TV, you're usually on it.
No, see, this is the thing. People say you're always on the telly, and I'm like, I'm really not. I probably do 3 days a month or something, but I seem to be on everyone's TV a lot. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the media work and the next part of my life and a new career, and trying to learn all that goes with that.
This Euro 2024 qualifying campaign is just around the corner. It's mad how quickly it's come around. How are you feeling about this Wales team right now? Because it's fair to say a lot of changes happened recently.
Unsure would be the word, I suppose. It's like we're very good. I know we're good. We've lost a few players, you know, some of the older players, which was always going to happen. So we're in a bit of a transitional period. I think we didn't have a good World Cup on the whole, but we did make it there, and that was a good experience. We've got a very talented crop of players, and I think it's, you know, I hope that they feel like it's their time now.
A new chapter, Ash, including a new captain. And Ramsey, he was your captain at Wales. Do you think it would be special to see him back as Wales captain?
The interesting thing about Aaron now is he's played with all of us, and he's played with Gaz always. And now he's not playing with Gaz. So it's kind of now on him. He's the talisman that's going to go and achieve something or not. It'll be interesting to see how he handles that pressure, and I think that he's looking forward to it. I think he'll thrive on that. He always comes up big in big games, but he comes with his name, for starters. He's Aaron Ramsey, and well, he's seen and done it all. And I think he'll be looking forward to just trying to carry this team on his back, not on his own, but without Gaz, who he's been. Those two were so close together the whole journey. One of them's gone now, and it's left to Aaron to try and, you know, drive this team forward and qualify.
One name on everyone's lips right now is Brennan Johnson. He's the third highest scoring player aged 21 or under in the Premier League, behind Martinelli and Saka at Arsenal. I'm always cautious. You never want to put too much pressure on young players. But when you see a stat like that, you can't help but get excited, can you?
No, he's a wonderful talent. He's a good player. And I think once we started to see him, and because I didn't know too much about him, but when I seen him in a Welsh shirt, I was like, okay, this one's a bit different. This is a good one. He looks the real deal. He'll have to be big for us. You know, he's having a wonderful season at Forest. He can't come off the bench when Gaz gets tired. It pressures on a little bit, and you have to deal and manage with that. In terms of him and his quality, I don't doubt it at all. It's more mentality. I don't know him well enough to know his mentality. He seems like he's getting the job done at Forest in the Premier League, which is week in, week out, massive games. So, you know, I'm sure he'll be looking forward to it, and I'm sure he'll play a bigger part in this campaign than he did before.
Looking ahead, Ashley, I remember I read one of your columns following the World Cup saying...
Did you read the column?
I did. I read them all the time.
It might have just been
I read all your... One thing you said was that Wales really need an identity going forward after the World Cup. What do you think that new identity looks like?
Rob Page has to stamp that himself, because I just had a feeling that we was riding the last wave a little bit, and I'm not sure if it fit this group. It's for the players and Rob Page and his staff to create one. I don't know what that is. It's, you know, it's whatever he wants it to be. It's a perfect opportunity for now, and I'm sure Rob Page is saying the same thing. As good as Gaz is, Gaz isn't there. I know Aaron is and Ben is and people, but you can work with them, and then you've got all these fresh faces that you can say, this is the way when Wales play and turn up on a match day, it looks like this is what we want, and you can keep going with that. And as a player, it always helps to have an identity, because you can, in tough times, you can fall back on that. Fans can buy into it, everyone knows what they're getting on a match day.
You've got the tricky task of going away to Croatia first, World Cup semi-finalists. There's never going to be a good time to play them, is there? But what do you think we need out of these first two games?
There's no getting around the fact that that's one of the most difficult games to play ever. I think that even though they're getting on a little bit in age-wise, they just look like they can go forever, the world-class players they've got. So let's not expect too much from that first game. Let's be realistic about it. We don't want to get off to a lose. But if that happens, so what? Let's just bounce back. You know, I think from these two games, if we could get a draw and then win, then we'll be sitting here a lot happier about it, and I'd be thinking positive, and we've got some momentum, because in the campaigns, what I've learned is the momentum's such a big thing. It's such a difficult game to start off with, but try not to lose, and that might sound a little bit defeatist, but I'm not. I'm being realistic about it. You're playing Croatia away, one of the best teams in the world. Don't lose that game, and then try and win the next game. And if you get 4 points from that double header, I think, personally, I would be quite happy with that.
Finally, Euro 2024. Do you think this new look Wales team has what it takes to get there?
Yeah, they definitely have. They just got to put all the pieces together, because all the pieces are there. We've got good players that are playing a lot of football, and I think that's the difference now to maybe the World Cup. We had a lot of players who wasn't playing. It makes such a big difference if you're playing week in, week out to if you're not. We have a lot of players playing at good level that are playing week in, week out and match fit. And I just want to see what Rob Page can do with these boys. And I think that they should have that fire in their bellies to say, we didn't really represent ourselves that well in the World Cup. What a statement it would be if they did get a positive result against Croatia.
Ashley, diolch yn fawr. Thank you so much for the chat. Hopefully we don't wait another 2 years until we catch up. But thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.